low in animal foods and high in food. Those who argue for the false choice between cholesterol and inflammation as a cause of heart disease seem to think someone can get away with high LDL if they consume a lot of antioxidants. I'll come back to this, but why do they want to have high LDL in the first place? It's hard to understand their logic. Have a look at this paper to see what I mean. The author, Peter Libby, is the chief of the cardiovascular medicine division at Harvard's Brigham and Women's Hospital. He says the traditional view of atherosclerosis as a lipid storage disease crumbles in the face of evidence of the central role of inflammation in all aspects of the disease. The narrowing of arteries does not necessarily lead to heart attacks. This seems like a strong statement in favor of the Confucianist argument that the problem is inflammation, not cholesterol. But he goes on to say that lipid lowering is in itself anti-inflammatory. He says that a low cholesterol diet in rabbits stabilized arterial plaques. He argues for low cholesterol. In the mind of this expert, there is no false dilemma. He is not a Confucianist. Daniel Steinberg explains why inflammation is considered secondary to high cholesterol in heart disease. In primate studies, heart disease was regressed by switching from an atherogenic diet to a healthier diet. As cholesterol in the blood went down, inflammation went away. As Steinberg puts it, in the absence of high cholesterol, the inflammatory process is not self-sustaining. Inflammation appears to be secondary to high cholesterol. Steinberg references this amazing study. These scientists transplanted a portion of a diseased artery from a mouse with high cholesterol into a mouse with low cholesterol. In its new environment, that chunk of artery had its atherosclerosis healed almost completely in only 9 weeks. This demonstrates very clearly that inflammation is not a separate and independent phenomenon from high cholesterol. We see that inflammation in heart disease apparently requires high cholesterol. There are those who say the reason the class of drugs called statins are effective in preventing cardiac deaths is because of their other effects beside cholesterol lowering. This is a typical argument from Confucianists like Anthony Culp